Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sonia Mathieu, and I'm from the Department of Conservation Ecology and Entomology here at Stellenbosch University, and we offer the program in Conservation Ecology. Now, the question is, why study conservation ecology? We all know the world is in a crisis. The significant increase in the human population in the last few decades has put a lot of pressure and is still putting a lot of pressure on our natural resources. It has also changed the natural environmental conditions on Earth to the extent that we are experiencing a change in the climate. Now, it is predicted with the 2% increase in our temperature that we will experience extreme weather events that will include potentially flash flooding, prolonged drought conditions, and this will place a pressure on our food availability as well as our water. Now, South Africa is known for its biodiversity and also for its conservation initiatives. However, only about 8% of our surface area is protected, and we need to increase our conservation footprint to make a difference. Initiatives include expanding currently protected areas, as well as increasing monitoring of biodiversity in and around these areas. On the map you can see the grey areas, and that is priority areas that have been identified for conservation-related initiatives. However, this is not enough. We need to adopt conservation-friendly practices as part of our daily lives. And this is where our program comes in. Now, let's quickly give you a history of our program. It started in 2002. Then it was part of a BSc in forestry. Well, the need has increased so much that it's now offered as an independent program in the Faculty of AgriSciences. We cap our student intake at 40 students, which basically means that we sit with 160 students in the department every year, and this allows us to give quality training. The motto of the department is conservation in utilized landscapes, and you will see exactly why I say this a bit later. The department, as well as the program, is run by a diverse team of dynamic scientists that include academic staff, as well as industry-funded research associates. Our strength lies in the fact that we are passionate about our individual research fields, as well as committed to quality teaching and training. Several of our staff regularly receive awards that are both national as well as international, as well as research grants that are linked to their individual conservation-related fields. And we pride ourselves in the fact that excellence in research that has direct linkages with real-life situations form the basis for quality teaching and training. Let's look at the program. The Conservation Ecology program is a 4-year degree that is offered in the Faculty of AgriSciences here at Stellenbosch University. When the students come as first years to campus, they sit in big classes where they share the facilities, the labs and the lecture rooms with students from other programs, such as animal sciences and biodiversity and ecology. This year is a foundational year that all the BSc students are exposed to. Mainly the same subjects. Our students take biology, as well as chemistry, geoenvironmental sciences, computer science, as well as mathematics. From this year, or basically after this year, in the second and third year, we introduce conservation-related modules, and this proportion of these modules increase progressively from the second year on. Our students also start going to the field during practical sessions from the second year on. The fourth year is an exciting year. This is the year that the students take modules that is more in line with their research interest or their passion, and they also conduct a mini research thesis. The credit level of the year is also at the same level as a BSc honours, which means that the students can go directly into a MSc, which is called a Master of Science, and this can be done either in our department or at other departments at the university. They can also enroll for MScs at other universities in the country or even internationally. The fact that the students do modules as well as the mini thesis puts a lot of pressure on them, and they really need to commit to their studies. But we really try and accommodate their interest in terms of the research projects. So if students are interested in a more marine aspect, we try and find projects that speaks to that. And also similarly, if they are interested more in plants or vegetation or more climate change, we try and accommodate those research questions. So apart from going on for further studies, students also can go directly into the workplace following the fourth year. Please take note that there are two programs offered at Stellenbosch University that has got a focus on botany and zoology. On the left, the first program is offered in the Department of Botany and Zoology. It's called the Biodiversity and Ecology. This is a 3-year degree. It's a BSc also. The students in that program get exposed to strong botany or several botany and zoology disciplines or subjects. It's very information driven from cellular, molecular, organismal, population level. It's a strong foundational degree, and one would need to specialize with the MSc or PhD thereafter. For our program on the right, we have a 4-year degree. It's called a professional degree. Our program is based on an integration of several subjects taken from various disciplines. So it also has a strong basis in botany and zoology, but we're also bringing the social sciences. And then we use this information in a more practical-driven approach. The focus of the program is more on systems, so ecosystems, and spans from organismal to global systems. And to repeat myself again, it's a very applied field, so it's applying the knowledge that you've gained over the years in a more practical situation. I see the program as conservation in action, where you take the information and you actively do something about the scenarios that are facing you. Okay, so what does a conservation ecologist do? Well, they're involved in various human-related systems. Remember, our motto is conservation in utilized landscapes. So that includes from agricultural areas or systems where they advise farmers on more sustainable farming practices, in cities helping with city planning, or maybe bio-waste removal, forestry industry helping companies to design better forestry plantations to allow for larger biodiversity, mining in terms of restoration, or even nature reserves where they work there with either the communities around them or even in the reserve itself as ecologists. At the end of the day, all of these conservation practitioners aim to mitigate the effect of humans on the environment. Some of them would work more in the social systems with people, but others would work more with plants or animals. Several of our students or graduates at the end of the day have developed novel niche areas by combining their conservation ecology degree with something like law or journalism. So that might be also something that would be of interest to some of you. Okay, let's look at some working environments. So for any development to take place, there needs to be an environmental impact assessment done. And we train our students during various aspects of the program to conduct EIAs, which is environmental impact assessments, and this allows them opportunities to go and work for these companies after completing the degree. Jobs are also available in the mining industry or the forestry industry as restoration ecologists, and restoration ecology is presented as one of the core fields in the 4th year during the program. Students that specialize in wildlife and have conducted a MSc in wildlife management carry on to work on private and also national nature reserves as either scientists or field ecologists. Then further on, after completing, say, your conservation ecology degree and carrying on with a Master's of Science, students can carry on with research either at Stellenbosch University or other universities, or even other organizations that focus on research, for example, the Agricultural Research Center. Graduates that are focused on entomology, which is the study of insects, can work as advisors in the field of integrated pest management and can act as consultants or work for large food-producing industries. Rural communities are often directly impacted by changes in the environment, and therefore environmental officers can assist them with developing sustainable farming practices or production systems. We are unique, our department, in that we have a very strong association with industry partners. If you recall, I previously showed you on our staff component that we have several researchers that are funded by industry, and these are some of the industry partners that form part of our department, and this sets us aside from other departments and other programs both at Stellenbosch University as well as other universities. Now, the advantage of having these partnerships is that our research projects, or the research projects that are linked with these partners, are relevant to what the questions are, the issues are currently in the industry. These partners often provide research funding for projects, and our students have also the possibility to continue working with these companies after graduating. So it's a win-win situation for all of us. How do we know where our students are? Well, we've got a designated Facebook page that is exclusive to our graduates. At the fourth year or after or during the fourth year, we invite all our students that after graduation that they are welcome to join this Facebook page. On this page, we weekly post information on either research opportunities or even job opportunities. So apart from the Facebook page, we also connect through students or alumni coming to our department or other various platforms. Okay, this is just some examples of where our students have worked or currently working, either as environmental consultants or ecologists or as interns. So this is just, for example, Sandby, Cape Nature, and some of the private nature reserves, Conservation South Africa, and Peace Parks, as well as other universities. I encourage you to contact us if you're interested, if you have any questions, especially if you're passionate about nature and want to save the planet. This is the information of the contact person, Professor Alison Leslie. You're welcome to contact her, and our website address is also listed. I also encourage you to look at the other information that's loaded on the basically on the Conservation Ecology folder. For example, the Students in Action, as well as some videos of our alumni. But you are more than welcome to contact us and come visit us and see what we're doing in the department. We look forward to seeing you either in the department or on campus. Thank you very much for your time and attention.